Hey, dance friends around the world. Thanks for tuning in. I thought I would take the opportunity to share how recital planning can be easy. Yep, you heard me. We are going to take a quick dive into what goes into recital planning, how Jackrabbit Dance can help you, and what your next steps look like to get started. So in case we haven't met before, my name is Amber, and I'm a part of the marketing team here at Jackrabbit Dance. I spent a lot of time working with our clients and friends in the industry to find ways to make their business lives easier so they can enjoy their personal lives a bit more. I spent 17 years or more of my youth at a dance studio, from taking classes and competing to assisting with classes, teaching master classes, and running the front office. So I'm here to help out understanding the ups and downs of your day-to-day. The real star of the show today is Jackrabbit Dance, and my bunny friend here, Zipperina. Isn't she adorable? Jackrabbit Dance has been around since 2004, helping dance studios all over the world run their businesses and streamline daily operations. And there's nothing more we would rather be doing. So let's talk recitals today. Recital is an exciting time for your dancers, but we all know that there's a lot of planning, organizing, replanning, reorganizing. You get the picture. Your to-do list can feel never-ending at times. I know everyone's list looks a little different, but the point is, it's not as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. First and foremost, you've got to secure your venue or location so you can send out a save the date to families. And costumes. That alone is quite the task. You've got to sift through all the catalogs, size your dancers, order the costumes, tag them with labels, hand them out, make any alterations before the big show, and that doesn't even include charging for costumes. Alongside picking costumes, you've got to decide on music and choreography. If you've got a theme, you've got to tie it all together so it flows nicely. I know. You're probably having like a panic attack just listening to me. Building the lineup. Ugh. You got to make sure that dancers with more than one class have enough time to change costumes. And you also want to make sure that you keep your audience entertained by switching it up. And getting all the details organized for yourself is one thing, but you've also got to put together an information packet to share with families in a way that is easy for them to understand. Scheduling recital photos. We don't go through all this planning and organizing to not have a keepsake. Am I right? Now, a lot of you sell tickets to your show so that you can control seating and make a little bit of cash, as you should. And there's no one better to help you with that than Tutu Tix. As you get closer to the show, you've got to create your program book and get that to the printer. You've got to send a call out to volunteers and figure out who is going where and what they're in charge of. And don't get me started on backstage notes, lighting, and music cues, and when to bring on the props. I mean, the list literally keeps going. I'm confident there's something I've missed, but one thing is clear. You people are amazing for doing this year after year. Because aside from the chaos, you do this because you know you are creating a lifetime memory for your dancers and parents. These moments are bigger than life, and you make it happen. And I wanted to, number one, give you credit where due, that you continue to impact these dancers and families in such a big way, and two, show you that it can be easier. Jackrabbit Dance is a studio management software platform that not only helps you manage dance classes and enrollment, but it helps you with costume management and recital planning. Today we're going to specifically focus on the recital planning piece of it because I really think this is one of the most exciting features for studio owners. And to really show you how it works, I'm going to jump over into my test database and show you around our recital module. All right, here we are. So again, this is my test database, so I'm not going to have as much data as you would, but we will be able to see how easy this is. So I'm going to go over to Recitals. Now I've got 2 shows in here. You can have as many as you want. You simply just create a new recital, give it a name and a date. I'm going to hop over into this one. All right, so I'm going to expand this so we can see this a little better. So what I've done here is just added in performances, but that is it, just so you didn't have to sit here and watch me do that. And that is as easy as clicking this add button. You'll put in the name of the dance, so we can say finale. I suggest putting in the links, and I'm going to show you why later. So I'm going to hit save. If you want to reorder these, you can move these around by a drag and drop, but I'm going to show you how that's going to come into play once you've added your dancers in. So if I come over here, this is going to be the categories that I have assigned to classes. So as I mentioned, I've got some other stuff in here that we're just going to ignore. But I'm going to come over to ballet, and I just like to extend this out a little bit so I can see better. So my ballet one is going to come into here, and as you see when I pull it over, boom, there we go. These are all the kids that are registered. Now, if I know that Aniston's not going to be in recital for this dance, or maybe at all, I can just uncheck her and make sure you save those changes. So I'm just going to continue to build this out if I can remember where I wanted these to go. So let's come down to our combo, and I'm just going to close that back up. We're going to do them here and here. Now, if you've got something like a combo and you want to use them twice, you can also drag them to another one. Where did I have these? There we go. All right. And then I've got one in here that I want to pull here. We've got some more here. And hopefully you're seeing how easy this is. I'm literally just dragging and dropping. Here we go. Here we go. Now, as you saw, I added in a finale, so maybe you have a lot of classes that are in the same dance. You want to do a finale with everyone together. I'm going to show you, you can drop in multiple classes. So I'm just going to do this here just to give you an idea. So now I've got 3 classes in here, and I can, oops, that one doesn't have anybody in it, and look at it that way. All right, so I'm going to save changes. And again, you can uncheck anybody you need to, and I'm going to close these all back up. All right. So what's really neat about this is you can set what we call a performance conflict gap. So if you want to say, I need at least 3 dances for each dancer to change, and we all know that there are exceptions to the rule. You may have someone who's a really fast changer because they're on your competitive team and they can change in 20 seconds flat. So I'm going to save those changes where I put in a 3, and then I'm going to view the conflicts. So I can see each conflict, and this will help you move things around. Sometimes you move things around and you have more conflicts. Sometimes you move things around and you have less. But it really gives you the opportunity to see what you can do. And obviously, the more performances you have all together, the easier that will be. But no more post-it notes and whiteboarding and trying to figure this out on paper. You can do it right here with everyone enrolled in the classes. All right, so once you've got your lineup where you want it, again, I'm going to save changes. There are a few reports that are really, really going to help, and I just want to make sure that I cover them all. So if you want a print detail, this will just give you a list of all your dances and all of the dancers in them. This is really great for your backstage people, just so that they can make sure that they have all dancers for dance number 1, and so on and so forth. All right, so then there's print family detail. This will show you if you've got families that have more than one dancer in each show. So this is really great. If I can find one. Here we go, the Robinson family. They have Daniel and Maddie. So I would be able to tell them these are the dances that your children are in, so that way they can make sure that they don't miss either one of the dances. And your print summary, this is just how many kids are in each dance, so it's not going to give you specific names. But what this is really nice for is I would export this to Excel, and you've got your times here so you can see how long your show is going to be, which is really nice if you're trying to keep it at a certain length. And then you could also, once you've exported it, throw in some lighting cues or start music once dancers are on stage, that kind of thing, if you've got volunteers that are helping you, or maybe venue staff, so that they know when to make sure the lights are ready, when to make sure the music's playing, and just give your show a seamless experience. All right, going back here, check in and check out sheet. So you want to make sure that you've got everyone checked in before their dance goes on stage. And of course, you want to make sure that everyone gets checked out to their respective adult. So there's a few different ways you can run this report, but this is really great for also your volunteers and helpers that are here to help you make sure that everyone gets in and out safely. Popping right back over, this is my favorite one. This is like the mind-blowing moment. So we all know that putting together your program is so stressful because you don't want to forget anyone and you don't want to misspell names. So this is the beauty of the Recital module. So I'm going to export this to Word. I'm going to say OK. Boom. It has done it all for me. So it takes the name of the dance that you've input, and it puts each student in. So first name, last name, comma, space, next person. And it's by alphabetical order of last name. So because your parents input their information when they register online, names are spelled correctly. The system just pulls those over, and unless you've unchecked someone, they're going to show up in the program. So even if you jazz up your program to spell it, this gives you a starting point so that you're just changing fonts and colors and designing from here. It's really amazing. And that was probably the quickest demo in the world, but that is our Recital module in a nutshell. So let's see what's next. I hope you found value in our short time together. I feel like I could talk all things recitals all day long. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you're exploring how Jackrabbit Dance can help you, but you've got some questions, we've got a team of coaches that are ready to answer those for you. Just send an email to info@jackrabbittech.com. And if you love what you saw today and you're ready to dive in hands-on, let's get a free trial going. Sign up for a free trial today and get 30 days on us. And if you're already partnering with Jackrabbit Dance, but you haven't maximized the Recital module yet, Our support team is ready to help, so make sure you reach out. And this is why I love what I do. At Jackrabbit, we truly believe this. You build their dreams, we build your business. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome day.